Basic ICT for nurses. So in our we are just doing 3 videos, and this one, number one, video 1, I introduce you to the concepts of ICT and what a nurse should know. I want to go a little bit more in depth into what is involved. I've spoken about typing and many other tools. So one very important thing to you is to be able to use web-based tools. Like for example, your browser, you should be able to use a browser. You should be able to use the browser to search for any literature that you need online. You should be able to access videos, and then finally, as for printing and other stuff, it should be easy for you. You can join our classroom to study Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, and Excel, which you'll be using in your research primarily. You use Excel for your charts, you use Excel for your statistical inferences. There are other tools you can use, but at the basic level, Excel. The Microsoft Word is where most of your documentation will be. Your chapters, chapter 1 to 5, will be organized in the Microsoft Word. Then you will use your PowerPoint. Should there be the need to make a presentation, you use your Microsoft PowerPoint. Another very helpful tool for research is what we call Mendeley and Turnitin, which we will talk about in our next video. Now let me talk a bit more about Microsoft Word. It is very easy to navigate. All you need to know and understand is the ribbon. The ribbon has the tabs, it has the group and the commands. That is all. The tabs like file, we have insert, we have design, we have transition, depending on the version of Microsoft Word you are using. We also have, for the purposes of those who are very new, there are various groups. The commands are organized into groups. So we have the font group with the font commands. We have the paragraph group with the paragraph commands. We have the drawing with the drawing command. So that is a summary of how to use it. If you want to select anything, you need to be able to highlight and then apply your changes. And you also need to be able to use tabs in your work. So this is a summary of Microsoft Word. The tabs are almost the same in Microsoft PowerPoint as well. I will see you in the next and last video. Bye. Alright, so now finally let's look at some research tools. Number 1 tool, Mendeley. Mendeley is a referencing tool, so you don't need to worry about APA style, IEE style, or any format when you are doing your referencing. It does in-text citation and then the general citation, or what is the main reference that you do at the end of your work. So you need to use Mendeley. It will track everything down for you nicely. All the articles you use, you just need to import it into Mendeley, or use Mendeley's literature database to access those articles, and then you use them for your research. Then we have Turnitin. It's a plagiarism checker. You need to be able to check whether your work is authentic, whether there is originality, or whether you have used too much of people's data. That is where Turnitin comes in as a plagiarism tool. So you just need to pass your work through Turnitin and then you are fine. Another very important tool is Grammarly. Grammarly is to check your grammar, your spellings, and the rest. As you are aware, Microsoft is a US-based tool. You can configure it because you know our English follows the UK curriculum more than the American style. But however, it has come to be accepted. You can use many American words in our writing. So you just need to know some of these things so that you can correct all your necessary errors. So you just have to download these softwares. Grammarly, you can download it, or you can just go online and pass it through. For the Mendeley also, we have the web tool, where if you see any article online, you can just push it into your Mendeley. But it has to be a plugin in your browser first of all. So these are the few tools. If you need any extra help or any extra assistance, you can always contact us. I want to thank you for your time, thank you for your audience, and thank you for spending time These videos are intended to help you become confident in IT and to know what you have to know in the field of IT. They are not intended to teach you everything about IT, but to help you to at least focus and zero in on the things that matter. IT is very broad, so as a nurse, these are the things that you need, especially for your educational purposes. When you get to the ward or when you get to the hospital, you also have to become conversant with the EHR, which we have extensively tackled in nursing informatics. So you just need to have access to these things and then you are fine. Thank you very much. Remember to subscribe. Remember to share with other friends and colleagues in other schools. Knowledge is shareable, and knowledge that is gained should not be lost. See you next time. Bye.